Hi, this is lesson 7, function transformations, and basically we're going to talk about what function transformations are, and we're going to first talk about translations, then we're going to talk about dilations, and then reflections. Basically, a transformation of a function is basically moving and resizing a graph given a set of particular set of rules. There are 3 types of transformations we're going to look at, as I said. Okay, we're going to start with a vertical translation, and basically what a vertical translation looks like is when you say f of x plus some value. Okay, and what this represents is a vertical translation. So you're shifting the graph up or down, okay, without changing the shape of that graph. Okay, so you're just shifting up or down of the graph. So if you have a parabola, it would go up or down, but no change in shape. The same thing's true with the horizontal translation, where you have f of x minus or plus c, okay, and that is a horizontal translation, okay, and what that means is we are going left or right on the graph, and that will be, in this case, negative c units. Okay, so in other words, if you have f of x plus c, like this right here, if you're f of x plus c, then this will translate c units to the left. If you are f of x minus c, in parentheses like this, then you will shift c units to the right. You should have experienced this before now as well. Okay, next is dilations, and that will resize the graph basically by stretching it. If you multiply f of x times some constant a, what that's going to result in is a vertical dilation or a stretch of the graph. That's going to be parallel to the y-axis, and it's going to stretch by a factor of a units. Okay, so next is f of b of x, which is a horizontal dilation or stretch of the graph, which will stretch parallel to the x-axis again, but by a factor of 1 over b units. Now, this will become apparent when you plug numbers in, and you'll see exactly what's happening with the graph when you plug these numbers in. But for right now, just know that you are either making a dilation or a stretch of the graph by a factor of 1 over b when you multiply x by some constant b. And then next what we're going to do is we are going to do a reflection where negative f of x is a reflection in x, and f of negative x is a reflection in the y-axis. I'm going to put a table below that's also going to be in your notes in class, but I'll just insert that. You can pause and go through the table that I'm going to fill in below, and see if you have any questions when you come to class. And that's it. So here's that table. I promise you, if you look at the new function with the transformation plugged in, it'll tell you exactly what's going on and the visual effect on the graph. Just have a look at that, make sure you kind of understand what's going on with each transformation, and then bring any questions you have to class. We'll be doing plenty of practice in class with this.